Well, here's the Mk2 diffuser. That's not to say there's not going to be a Mk3, but here's the Mk2 diffuser at present. There you go. There'll be another dividing plane here. Just keep separating from the centre section, won't scroll out. And then eventually there'll be another dividing plane, contoured. That will sit in there, basically. And then between the two dividing planes, and effectively I shall also have a curved surface here. So between your vertical here and your vertical there, there'll also be an internal piece that will give it a secondary. So it'll be starting off halfway through there and completing halfway here. So you're still getting the smaller squared area, the larger squared area, and still getting it here. But effectively having a two-tier. And don't take the piss. I didn't get this idea from Braun F1. I've seen it on a couple of cars and I like the idea of it. Plus the fact having such a large area there, I think the air will probably start scrolling and not doing as you want it to do. But by giving it another dividing plane this way, you've got more chance of it actually just expanding and accelerating the air instead of stalling the air. If you stall the air, there's no point for it. Diffuser's then no longer working. So pretty much that's the shape of the back. Obviously most people will probably see it from this height, or maybe even kind of up this height. I'm not really going to see it, but just admit it does look rather big from down the bottom. In fact, it looks absolutely massive from that kind of an angle, but that's what I wanted, an actual usable diffuser, which if we look from the underneath, it actually starts a couple of inches, about 4 inches past the adapter plate, even though the slope is really pretty minimal to the adapter plate. After the adapter plate we get to increase quite a lot. We've got the two levels. This one here is unobstructed by the rear adapter plate, so effectively is probably about that much deeper here than that side. So this side here effectively has to miss the rear eagle plate, so effectively has to come at a slightly lower level than that one. Which is why when you go down that way, probably just sees it the most, you can see the difference in height. So this actually here does actually stop the two different areas. This one being the greater. There you go. Mk2 diffuser.